See, the sneaky stuff about these haybots, I think, is that when they're actually being triggered, they actually become totally silent. That's why they keep actually scaring me the f*** out. Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. With me, Spacefish, and still at our very old and still pretty beautiful home. I really have to say I very much like it here. But with that Steam overlay popping up right there without me clicking anything and then my toon just running about the place, it will somewhat soon be time to try and find ourselves a new home. There is a bit of work that we still have to do on this exploratory vehicle that I have right here, but I do think that when that is about done, at least like say maybe for accept all the major design features, in that case, we will probably start driving around, you know, just checking out some POIs, getting some loot, seeing what else the world has in store for us, and trying to find a nice place to one day call our home. But for the time being, that is all still very much a thing of the future. And what I need to take care of for the time being is actually getting this thing up to snuff. Because if you all remember in the last episode, we had a little bit of a longer build phase. This thing became a good bunch heavier and is now pushing across the, well, sometimes front, sometimes rear. It's just, you know, not getting the power down on the tarmac properly anymore. And even though the engine could be going out with a lot more power and pushing us across the place very nicely, we just frankly don't really quite have the grip for it. So that is something that I need to work on in this episode. But first things first, what I would actually like to very much do right here is get a hinge mechanism up for this canopy that I would like to place on top of our cockpit. And for that, first things first, I will need another bearing. And I thought I had some bearings stored on this corn right here, but that seems to be gone. Also, I'm just going to stash a few of these things away real quick, because we will definitely be going on some exploration again this episode. And for that purpose, I will most certainly not want to have all these valuable mats with me. So, gonna get rid of a few of those, and well, I mean, honestly, that's really not too bad. And then, oh, found a bearing. Okay, well, actually, I only really need one, don't I? How did I actually end up connecting this thing up? Did I only, I think I only had one bearing here, yeah? Yeah, right, only one bearing. Wondering kind of if it would be quicker with two, but I'm also kind of wondering if that could make it independent of itself somehow, you know, bugging things out. So, really not quite sure there. For the time being, let me pick up all of these metal blocks right here. And this one too. And I will... Stop sliding off this thing, please. I will be expanding this out just ever so slightly right here. Doing the same thing right here for symmetry then, if we can get it to work. And then I will be placing a bearing right here. Now this is something that I really want to try. So this should definitely be making the whole cockpit canopy in the... God, that was only that was only attached right there. Okay, let's do that again. So that will definitely be making the whole cockpit canopy somewhat independent from the rest of the structure. So that's great. But, and I will need to check this out. Did I actually attach this here? Yeah, okay, cool. And I will need to check this out if... This is like the 15th time that I have actually changed the placement of this switch. But I will actually need to check that we can attach the two and they stay as one unit pretty much and don't randomly split as some other weird bug. So that is kind of my concern right there. That said, I'm going to be placing two switches now. This one is going to stay the one for the bed, and oh, I actually need a second controller for this thing, don't I? Can I get multiple commands rolling for one one controller that are controlled by separate buttons? Probably not, right? We can probably only control multiple things at once. I wouldn't imagine that that would be a possibility. So let's see about that. I'm thinking I will probably need a new one, but let's see. So what I would want to do, right, just to try it out maybe as well, is just getting 2 bearings instead of 1 and seeing if that will make it any faster or if it's more about the controller actually being fast enough. What I am kind of getting concerned about is that this does not show any signs of separation. So kind of, not gonna lie, worried right there. Maybe we can drive these bearings using the engine real quick again and then... Oh. You guys see that? Bonk. Oh. That looked kind of weird, not gonna lie. Okay, so, definitely attached a few things to the wrong parts right there, apparently. I will need to redo that, so we will be pulling this thing out to here like that, and then we will be... Ooh. Can this please default back to its... Yeah, it doesn't seem I can actually connect those in that case, can I? I think these will probably stay separate. And that's the issue. Yeah, I mean, that's not even... Okay, yeah, right. So we can only make this work with 1 bearing. That is most certainly good to know. I hope it is good to know for you guys as well. So let me just add these things onto here. And I will also need to then get a little bit of a hole going right here so that we could actually, you know, fold this back without it bugging into anything too much. And other than that, what I'm kind of wondering right now... Okay, so I did leave the part below this thing static, didn't I? And that was not glitching as far as I remember, so should be good keeping it this way. Let's... Yep, so this thing is now tilting. Bonk. This actually looks so fun. It's like the car wants to munch away at something. I don't even know what's kind of... I don't know what I think is so funny about this, but it's just... I mean, seriously, this looks like the thing, like the lamps are eyes and the car is just munching. Okay, oh, whoopsie. Alright, yeah, that's a bit far. Okay, so that is then back to its old position. Let's just get rid of that engine connection to the bearing before I do any more crazy stuff with it. And I would like to see if we can... No, wait, that was the engine again. Wait, no, what? Ah, stop. Okay. So I would like max connections reached. Okay, so I don't even have the upgrades necessary to connect that controller to more stuff, which is interesting. I would still very much like to see if I can somehow. But I can't attach this thing directly. Yeah, I can only attach it to that controller. And I cannot attach a specific button to a specific action in this controller interface either. So, I mean, we could try and pump 2 component kits into it. I suppose that's not that much. Considering we only have 4, I suppose it is. But, you know, we're not really using them for much of anything else right now. We're going to be getting ourselves more anyways. So, let me access this thing again. I'm going to upgrade it. Now, I've got 2 connections. Something changed appearance and everything, which is pretty cool. And we've got O2. So we could attach O2 to this. But I can probably not define what connection that button is supposed to work for. So yeah, if I do this... Interesting. No, yeah, that actually changes both. Okay, so I would always be opening both, which is really not quite the thing that I want to do, even though you have to say, kind of looks cool, doesn't it? I think that kind of looks cool. It's like one of these supercars that just, you know, you open up and they look like absolute transformers. Wait a second, please. But yeah, so I don't know, like you open up a Pagani or a Koenigsegg or something. It's absolutely mad, and I love it, but it's just not quite the purpose that I want to go for here. So let's get rid of that attachment, and we will need a second controller. And I'm kind of afraid we're missing anything for a second controller, not gonna lie, but let's have a look. Battery container. Install more batteries and loads batteries into electric engines. Oh, I see how electric engines work now. Interesting. Okay, so like batteries are like units that are then being consumed. I've got absolutely no clue what this is, by the way. It looks like, I don't know. That looks like Globlob poop, to be honest. Is Globlob poop a thing in this game? I mean, maybe I just totally made that up. Maybe that's an actual thing. I've got absolutely no clue. Looking pretty weird though, but I could imagine that's maybe really what that is. Very interesting. Let me know down below in the comments if you do have a clue about that. I am going to be moving on though, because I am searching for the controller out here. I think that's doable. We do have the one component kit that we need. We most certainly have 5 of these. I do think I've got some tier 1 metal in here still. And what else did I need? Nothing. Oh wait, no, I do need a bit of glue. And oh, spot on. Absolutely perfect. Spot on. Just about enough glue. So we can actually make that happen, which I think is pretty great. I'm really happy about that. So let's already get the canopy on here ahead of time then, I suppose, if I can make it work while this part of the thing is tilted up. Can I, like, align this? I can't align this. Is it because it's separate, or is it because I'm standing in such a weird spot? Let's try that again. I'm really not able to line it right there. Kind of weird, not gonna lie. Can I just... And that doesn't do anything. Maybe if I expand this out here for a second. That's super weird. I just want to line this canopy, please. Why? Why am I not able to place it in a central spot? This is so weird, isn't it? Was I not just able to place it one further back before I attached this? No. I literally just placed it here last episode and it worked out perfectly fine. Why am I now not able to place it? I think I'm flipping. Why? Just why? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys, does it? I'm kind of annoyed about that, but I don't want to bore you guys with it. So let's just keep it the way it is for the time being then. And if any of you have an idea why that is not working out properly, please make sure to let me know down below. For the time being, I'm just going to stash this controller down below. Perfect. I've actually still got a space for this. I love it. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, so we are going to attach this thing at the very least, and I'm also going to attach it to that button right there, and then I'm just going to get a rotation going, like maybe 30 per unit here, and then, you know, get the speed up. And if we click that, we go up. If we click that, we should be going down, right? Thing's kind of slow though. Yeah. I would like to actually... Oh, wait, right. I misconfigured that. So in state that, it should be 0. In that state, it should be at 60 degrees. Okay, so that makes sense. And question is kind of how far would you need to get it up to get out? I think that... Yeah, that's more than high enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay, very cool transformer thing going on right there. But yeah, so that thing is set up. I'm super sad that I can't set the other thing up somehow. Apparently, I don't quite know why, but I don't know. We'll have to work with it for the time being. I'm going to just stash the metal away now. And we are going to go on a little bit of an adventure. We're not going to be doing the huge mega adventure that I have planned for some time, you know, to actually find ourselves a new home and something that we will need a bunch of crops for. But I would like to actually go on a new adventure to, you know, try and find some new component kits and hopefully get rid of this issue. The drifting around the place bit of things. I would like to really get rid of that if possible, so we can get some more power down onto the tarmac again. Okay, I made it off. I was really not a fan of the prospect of getting that thing off there with the lift, so glad that I made it off. But let's start out with this POI out here. Let's try and find a few things for us to loot. Probably also going to be finding some haybots in the process, but that is fine. I will take that risk. But yeah, I really want some component kits that we can push into this car. Hello! How you doing? See, the sneaky stuff about these haybots, I think, is that when they're actually being triggered, they actually become totally silent. That's why they keep actually scaring me the f*** out. God. Sorry for the swearing. Just because you... Whoa, that's a lot of them. God. Just because you can't hear them. Like... Did the one just keep pushing the other into me? I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Like, they just pushed each other into me. And that sped them up and allowed them to hit me harder. Let me get this stuff. Quickly. Okay. Good. I need to eat. That was actually kind of annoying, because usually you're able to kite them, but it seemed like the one was pushing the other into me. Really didn't fancy that. No kiting for me, apparently, but the thing is that when they're being triggered, apparently, they just stop making the usual weird sounds. See, look at this. There's only one. That doesn't happen to me. But yeah, so they stop making their usual weird sounds, and they turn like totally silent, except for a slight bit of a tapping sound that I literally can't hear 99% of the time, and it's absolutely impossible to hear them coming, and then I just kind of get jump scared out of my chair 50 bajillion times in a row. But that said, these guys are gone, so it was quite a lot of them, so hopefully it should now be somewhat chill around here at least. Let's see. Let us see about that. But for the time being, missed a bit of scrap metal right there. For the time being, I'm going to go exploring, and I'm going to go and try and find as many component kits as possible. We did get 3 so far out of this POI already, so I would say that is probably not too shabby, but then again, kind of considering that each of these suspension units is going to take like 4 of them to upgrade, we are still going to need a lot more, unfortunately. So, a lot of looting to take care of there. That's like our first suspension upgrade right there from this POI. So, yeah, still a lot of work to do on that. So, I'm going to keep going around, see what we have in here. We are at 5 component kits. That's great. Ooh, God. Let's try and go around here. And that's already about the end of the POI. Is there going to be any more up here? One more. And there we go. Okay, 6 component kits out of this one, which is not too shabby, but not even enough to start upgrading yet. Kind of considering to jump off here, to be honest. Let's just do it like this. The quick way off. Perfect. Now that's how you save time in this game. Alright. So I'm going to be moving on to this other POI out there. Just going to be seeing what we can find. That was a bit weird, but here we go. Okay. So, gonna get going to there. And I feel that like the actual steering is just disabling us from actually getting the power onto... Like, look at this. I feel the wheels are just starting to wobble a bit with the steering or something. I can't quite put my... Oh no, cow! Leave him alone! Go away! Ow! Go away from me too. Save the wok. Ha. Good times. But yeah, I can't quite point my finger at it. What is the actual reason here? But I feel like... What? F*** off! Leave my car alone, you fucker! He destroyed a headlight! God damn it, Totebot. Are you for real now? Why would you target the least structurally integral thing in my car? Ah. Okay, that's slightly pissing me off, not gonna lie. And I'm standing right next to him. It's not like he could just go after me or something. No, he just beats away at the car like the small... Ah, God. I hate it. Okay, regardless, let's try and get ourselves some loot from this at the very least. I'm definitely going to need a new headlight after this, though. Not really that big a deal. I don't think it's that expensive or anything. It's just really annoying, honestly. Like, it's just kind of unnecessary, I feel. Okay, I'm already hearing farm bots, hay bots. It's a haybot arm in here. Not quite sure where that's coming from. Maybe I forgot it on my last expedition to this POI. Really not quite sure. I think they're up there, aren't they? But yeah, so let's go and find these guys for a start. Maybe they're going to give us component kits too. Is there one around this corner? Nope. Okay. Interesting. Maybe a little bit further up. I would think so, right? Must be somebody up here. They're super close. It sounds like they're super close. Oh! Hello! Ow! Not nice. Oh, gaga! Whoa! They're all so suicidal. Just jumping off right after me. It's not like I did that intentionally or something. He's just YOLO! Just yeeting himself off there. God. Okay. I'm gonna go and get myself up there again. Gonna take me a second though. We're at 7 component kits. So we need one more to upgrade our suspension more, but I'm kind of unsure which part of the suspension we want to start upgrading. Like, do we want to start at the back or at the front? That's going to be a tough decision, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see what we're going to be doing on that end. Is there something? No. Okay. Nothing right there. Nothing behind here. Let's get back up then, and, you know, maybe we'll witness another few free fall haybots up here. Who knows? Hello. I come in peace, but you don't. So, bye. Yep. More right there. Did you just go back? Looks like he just went away. I mean, that's fine. That gives me some... Oh, no, they don't... Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to salvage your buddy. Oh, God. Bye. Same thing as before. You can always cheek them at this POI. They really didn't like me salvaging their buddy, though. Weren't really fans of that. So, they're probably going to make their way up here again eventually. I don't know. It's probably going to take them ages, though. So I'm just going to go about the place looting here for now. And getting myself all that good stuff. And then, you know, they'll either eventually make it up to me, or, you know, I'll probably run back into them when I go back down, and then I'll kill them instead. That was a very weird spot right there. Kind of scared of falling off, but we were all good. And we're at 10 component kits. Okay, really getting a lot of these out of these POIs right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. If you remember, we had a few very bad ones where we actually got next to none of these, so we are now at 11, and that is actually pretty decent. So, what else do we have up here? Anything interesting? Oh, by the way, I'm actually just remembering right now. My car is down there. Okay, no, they're leaving the car alone. Good on them. Can I hear them? Just not quite sure where they would be at. Ow. That hurt. Why is there a Totebot head up here? I can't remember killing any Totebots up here. Oh! Didn't want to fall through the roof. But I think they're pretty close. Where's the way down? Ah. Oh, hello. Good sir. Can I interest you in this brand new hammer? It is a bit more, sturdy than your hay fork thingy. Hello, sir. Sir. Sir, I'm talking to you. Oh, God. Sir. I think you need some new, I don't know. Things. You know? Not shoes, but, you know, I don't know, whatever you're walking on. Those seem a bit slippery. Alright, cool. Well, we got them both. That's great. We should be at like 12 or 13 component kits now, so doing pretty good on that side. It's really not enough to upgrade all the things right now, but it is enough to upgrade a few of them. We could obviously put it into the engine, you know, get to that max fuel efficiency, and I would really like to do that, but I really, really badly want to get that power back onto the ground as well, so I think that is going to be something for another episode. And yeah, see right there? Just what I said last episode. These springs are actually a bit compressed from the weight. If you can see, it is slightly going up with that upgrade. And, well, there we go. Okay, so stiffness very high up. That thing actually looks pretty sick as well, not gonna lie. Let's see if it changed anything for us. I'm really interested to see. Does not really look like it's done too much. Yeah, I don't know. It's not too crazy good right now. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's like my whole suspension setup. Maybe it is just the steering that makes this a little worse. I'm really not quite sure. Regardless though, I think I will actually maybe explore a few POIs without you guys in between episodes just to get some more component kits, just to be able to upgrade this a bit further, and then we can maybe see about that. I will also have to remember to eventually get a new headlight, but you know how it is, just like in the real world, you always forget to fix your headlight, but, well, fingers crossed that'll work eventually. Other than that, if you guys have any idea why I can actually not get that canopy on top of this thingy here right now, please make sure to let me know. I have got absolutely no clue, but I would love to get an answer to that question. And other than that, I am going to end off the episode right here because it's already getting pretty late. So I hope you all did enjoy the episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out to support the channel. If you're new around here and would like to stay around for more stuff, definitely make sure to subscribe right down below and hit the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. That said, as always, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you'll have a great weekend, and I hope I will see you in the next one very soon. Ciao.